picture up, and so I can get the picture on the screen. There we go. Put it in the center if you would. Center. Yeah, there we go. Maybe the logo splash in the background? Nah. I'll just leave it blank for now. Alright, let me pop a few links at relevant places around the internet, and we will get started here. Okay, Twitter. The server. And the forum. Okay. Ugh, goodness, hopefully I am reasonably audible. Yeah. And hopefully I don't sound like complete garbage, because I am still getting over this cold somehow. I'm trying not to talk too loudly because I have my siblings over there sleeping at the other end of the house. Anyway, let's get started here. Gonna be doing Evergreen Gardens, as you can see. I got the first couple beginner parks done. At Diamond Heights, I just straight up don't understand. So hopefully Evergreen is a bit more forgiving in that regard. Alright. Let's pause here and get the lay of the land before I pop anything down. Yeah, I vaguely remember this scenario from when I was a kid. You got like this little Roman colonnade area over here and like a pavilion on the lake, and it's very pretty. The main thing about Rollercoaster Tycoon is that the guests are very dumb, and hold on, let me see if I got the Twitch integration turned on. Do I? I believe so. Well, I guess I'll find out if somebody pops into the chat and then doesn't show up in the park. Anyway, the main thing about RCT is that the guests are kind of dumb, and I don't trust them to navigate this whole complicated space here without some coaching. So, I think what I might do is, for the first little while, I'm going to connect this path to here, and just use no entry signs to cut off the rest of the park, at least for the time being. Because that way, it's just this little loop area, and, you know, I think they're probably a bit less likely to get lost just in here than they would be in all this. So, hello, Win, how are you? Let's open the scenery picker. Where's the signs? I'll just use the regular ones, I guess. I always say, like, oh, this time I'll use the, you know, the relevant decorative signs, and then I never do, because I'm just kind of... Alright, can't build things while the game's paused. It's literally like RCT 101, and I never managed to remember that. Yeah, and we'll stop them, like, here. And then I will just... let's see. Yeah, just build a path that goes, like, over... let's see here. Over and down. That seems good. Oh, you know what? I need to keep you out of this area too, don't I? Let's see. Yeah. Trust me, you don't want to go this way. You will get lost. Why is this guy moping? Nathan, that's my dead name. That's uncomfortable. I want to go home. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. Well, aren't you just a so-and-so? Twitch told me to verify I wasn't a robot, but I lied. Big mood. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, 9,000. What could we pop down that's, like, simple? I have a couple junior roller coaster designs I've made before that could probably work, although this whole area being on a hill presents some interesting construction issues. How's it going? I'm good, Wicked. How are you? Actually, Trey, if you'd like to jump in the call, you certainly can. I mean, if not, I understand too, but just figured I'd extend the offer. Maybe expletive deleted. I think I made that one, actually. Where's the star shot? That would be most of my money, though, and I think that's kind of too big. Yeah. Okay, so not that one. Do I have Pharaoh's Curse saved? Yeah, I do. I'm at the library, so not right now, but maybe later. Okay. Yeah, if you decide you want to hop in later, just let me know. I will get you in on the call. Alright, so maybe we should, Jeez. You see, I've actually restricted myself quite a bit here by closing off most of the park. Which, you know, kind of what I expected, but also now I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I think I'm going to try to build, like, a custom, hold on. This is not tuned to the right, thing. It needs to be a no entry sign, or everybody's going to be like, ooh, I don't know where to go. Oh. Admission price, no. We keep our parks free. Free like the internet. Hello, go. Yeah, call your representative today. Alright. Maybe a custom design, like something real simple. Give it like start up here, just go down, and then come back. I might be able to make that work. Let's see. The real hard part's going to be getting it all to connect. For some reason, I always thought you just had the call going through your Discord. No, I don't think Twitch supports, like, native, Discord audio without any other programs. Like, even when it's, the Shapes and Forms show, I always pipe the audio from Discord through OBS. That said, OBS is free, so it doesn't bother me too much. Have this drop like this. Have them go over the trees like, oh no, what in the world? Oh. Please enjoy my lovely impression of a typical Rollercoaster Tycoon park patron. Yeah, I'm thinking like just literally something real basic like this. Now, can I get it to turn? That's the real question. Looks like it. Yeah, there we go. That's a full circuit. Queue's gonna be pretty short, but that's okay. Let's test this and see if people like it or not. Might have to do a restart or two, depending on how this goes. Okay, before that crashes, we need to put like 1 or 2 lengths of chain lift, like right here. I'm also getting a little sick of the rain in like every map in this game, because none of them ever want to go on roller coasters while it's raining. I feel like that kind of takes some of the intensity out of the ride, though. I don't know. We'll see what the test results say. Oh, there's a path over here I gotta block off, too. Goodness gracious. This is like the one where they try to teach you about proper path management, I guess. What do we got here? Low, low, low. Well, that's not very encouraging. I know that some streamers use virtual audio cable or voice meter. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what those things are. They sound very complicated. You know what, though? I'm gonna open this anyway. Because in my experience, even if they don't pay a ton for it, I'll put this at like $2.50 for now, they do sometimes go on, you know, low excitement rides anyway. Again, apologies for the frequent throat clearing. I thought I was getting over this cold, but now it feels like it's coming back twice as strong. I call this the hillside drop, and we just unlocked the slide, right? Yeah, actually, I think Haunted Mansion is the better flat ride. Don't quote me on that, but I think that might be true. I'm gonna call this Cabin in the Woods, which is a call back to the game day episode that's coming out tomorrow. That's also of this game. What's so bad about low excitement rides? So the thing about low excitement rides in this game, here, I'll open the stats screen. Every ride has 3 stats: excitement, intensity, and nausea. Basically the thing is you want excitement to be as high as possible. The game calls it excitement, but what it really is just kind of a general measure of how likely people are to want to go on the ride. Intensity is more like how extreme it is, and then nausea is basically how sick it makes the guests. Although I have had low intensity rides be popular before, so it's one of those things where I kind of don't know precisely like how much how much excitement is like the floor for when they will stop coming in. It's kind of a mystery to me. I could just look it up on like the Rollercoaster Tycoon wiki or something, and one of these days I'll probably do exactly that, but I just haven't yet. Looks like some people are going on it at the very least. Hopefully it will at least recoup its building cost eventually. What about the, no one's biting for Cabin in the Woods yet. Something more thrilling than Cabin in the Woods. Yeah, I do feel you there. I guess something I could do is I could build something like over here. I didn't even think about that. Do I have any good, like, any good... Ooh, the mini roller coaster. Huh. I don't think I've made any of these. I'll think about that, but let me see here. I made this one, and I made this one. And this is, like, pretty good, I thought. And it looks like it would fit up here pretty well. I would just need to build a path up to it. Now, granted, that would be a fairly long queue, which is not really a good thing, but, you know, it could certainly do worse. That's 3,000. Yeah, okay, we'll make a crazy cactus up here. The name doesn't really work, given that we're in the middle of the woods right now, but, I'll think of a new name to give it a little bit later. I made that for the desert park. I forget the name of it. Dynamite Folly or something. Dynamite Dunes, that's what it is. Dynamite Dunes. Dynamite Dunes for Dynamite Dudes. So how's this looking? I thought I remembered this being pretty good, but it's possible that I have misjudged my own creation. Dynamite! Yes. uh, medium, high, medium. Yeah, that's pretty good. Certainly, it is better than the one we got over there. But I'll leave this open for now, just because. Well, right now it's raining, so nobody's going to be going on any roller coasters right now. But that's another thing about guests in Rollercoaster Tycoon is that they have like a deep-seated, honestly sort of irrational fear of rain, and they will never ever go on anything in the rain. It's a little odd. Can I not connect these for some reason? There we go. I might try to make this like a slightly darker green, maybe. There we go. That's a little bit, that blends in a little bit better. And it looks like people are interested. Usually charge about $4 or $5 for anything with a medium rating on the excitement. So we're gonna do what parks might do in real life. I don't actually know if this is a common practice or not. And we're going to make it the exact same design and just change the colors a little bit and give it a slightly different name. The crazy cactus? Don't be absurd. This is the crazy conifer. Why would there be a roller coaster called the Cactus in a park with no cacti? There we go. What do people think about this? Crazy conifer is really good value. Running through the forest on a conifer. You know, I have to actually thank you guys for coming out because I have to be honest, I was kind of afraid that like literally nobody would show up. Because I didn't push an announcement video, and I only really advertised it once earlier in the day, the stream, I mean. But hey, I'm glad you guys came out. Now, people tend to go to these a bit more often. New scenery and / theming now available. Classical and Roman. Well, that's cool, I guess. Notification squad. Yeah, thank you. Oh, could I put a Coliseum around this and then call it the Crazy Coliseum instead? Doesn't really look like it. Well, we'll work something out with that particular group of theming later on, maybe. I should turn theming off, actually. Oh, I guess we already researched the only theming thing on this map. I want more flat thrill rides. I think that would be a good investment. Especially since it seems to rain here an awful lot. People don't like going on roller coasters and such in the rain. How are people still getting back here? This is how they're getting back there. Okay. You need to prevent guests from walking to places like this because they will get lost and complain that your park is confusing, even though it is their own idiotic fault for wandering off the beaten path. Hey, a duck. Greatest feature in this game, no question. Now, goodness, do I have all of them sealed off? I think I do. Wait, no, this one needs to be. Oh no, it's closed up. I think that'll prevent any unintentional guests going into our the far unreclaimed reaches of our park, but it's hard to say with 100% certainty. We should also hire some staff. Let's get 2 handymen. Your job is literally just to mow the grass, and you are the only person who will ever have that job. So rest easy in your, like, 100,000,000% job security, my good man. Huh. And you are going to keep this tidy. Because if I don't confine you to a specific area, you will walk all over the darn place. It seems like people like this ride. Crazy Conifer was great, the Crazy Conifer was great. I'm gonna raise the price a little bit, and we're gonna see, like, how much we can up this before people stop coming. Because that is one of the things that you need to pay attention to in RCT, especially during the early days of your park. I think I'll leave it at 850 for now, because that'll, like, future-proof it a little bit. The only reason I'm still around is because the Capcom Cup just ended. What is the Capcom Cup? Is that like a fighting game tournament or something? That's not really my scene, so I don't 100% know. I'm glad people are using this. The good thing about wooden coasters, even if they kind of suck, is that they're sort of evergreen, like, unless they break down, which does happen. And occasionally you get a fiery crash that plummets the ratings of your park and sends dozens of people to their deaths. But usually they will continue to make at least a small amount of money for your park, basically until, until Judgment Day. I'm going to raise the price a little bit. I think I raised it too far, because now I'm not seeing people go in the queue anymore. Yeah. I think, like, at most $3 is kind of how much we can charge for this. It is a Street Fighter V event run by Capcom themselves. Interesting. I don't know much about Street Fighter, other than my obvious undying love of Chun-Li, but, Am I audible, by the way? I'm trying to speak a little bit more quietly than normal because I have my siblings at home. I mean, they're on the other end of the house and they're asleep, or at least they should be. But, I do like to make sure. I'm going to pop some TVs in this queue because people get annoyed if they are in long queues for too long. Spinning bird kick? Yeah, that's about what I know about Street Fighter. Actually, is that even from Street Fighter, now that I think about it? There's lots of words are hard. There's lots of attack names in Street Fighter, but I don't know many of them. Chun-Li was my main ever since I was a kid. I love her so much. That's actually kind of adorable. The Crazy Conifer. Alright, let's see here. Park is really clean. Actually, do we have any food things we can put down? Yeah, let's pop down, like, a bathroom, for one thing, at the bottom of the thing for that. And we'll put a soda stall over here. And some boygos. Who doesn't love a good burger in an amusement park? To be honest with you, I've never actually seen a hamburger stand at an amusement park, but maybe that's just my ignorance, I don't know. And we unlocked the pirate ship, which seems to me to be a decent choice to put down. That and a twist. These are other things that, provided they don't break down, they tend to make you at least a little bit of money, basically for forever. Do we have a mechanic hired yet? I forget if I did that or not. I did not hire a mechanic yet, so there you go. Well, people are actually, like, pretty stoked to go on the hillside drop. I'm happy about that. And yes, that is Chun-Li. Okay, good. Didn't make myself look like a fool on national television. Twitch doesn't count as national television. Just in case you were curious about that. Maybe I'll put the twist, like, in here. To try to make a little bit more, efficient use of my space. So that way I can use this area for a while before I have to start. Oh shoot, that was a terrible idea. Well, now I'm gonna have to build like a weird queue, or I'm gonna have to take this down and build it again. I think I'm gonna do that. Because you never want weird queues for your rides if you can help it. We'll wait a little bit, I guess. What's our goal with this park even? Have over 1,000 guests at the end of October, year 4, with a park rating of at least 600. What's our park rating right now? Okay, well, we're already over 600, so as long as nothing catastrophic happens, we should be able to keep that up. It's the attracting more guests part that's going to be hard, I think. Also, the Twitch integration is like super not working. I only just realized that because I don't want hide. Okay, I don't really want to be looking at the console right now. Options. Let's see. I know this is in here somewhere. Kenya. Track follower guests, track chat guests. I'll try retyping my channel name. Maybe it borked sometime between yesterday and today. Seriously, where is the option to turn this on and off? I know it's in here somewhere. It's not in that one. Am I just, like, actually an idiot? Where is this? Enable debugging tools. Oh, no. Hang on a minute. Let me, save the game here real quick. And, let me return to the menu for a moment. Because I know for a fact that this is an option in the game. And I'm feeling real dumb right now that I can't find it. Especially since I had it working yesterday. I don't remember turning it off, but, you know. Huh. Okay, let me look this up, I guess, because I actually just feel like a complete maroon right now. Open RCT2 Twitch integration. Okay. But, like, where is it, though? But, like, where in the menu is it, though? Is OpenRCT2 even in the database? It is, but I just switched it to like regular Rollercoaster Tycoon because I figured if people are searching for RCT on Twitch, they're probably searching for that, Not open RCT. The config.ini file. Man, I feel like really dumb right now because I know this is in here somewhere. And I even had it turned on yesterday. Seriously, like, I realize I'm doing the thing where, like, looking at it harder, you know, doesn't necessarily, actually help, but... Export plugin objects... Huh. Maybe it is in the debug? Let me see here. Show console, tile inspector, scenario options? I don't think that's it. No, this is like cheats, basically. Oh, enable Twitch integration. I'm very smart. Okay, well... 1, 2, 3, 4 girls. 1, 2... Oh, that's Jin. Okay. It says Jin, not girls. Let me actually switch it, though, to only track guests in chat. Or else we will have an endless barrage of notifications about what random people who are not present are doing. Did I do that right? I swore I had this configured yesterday to only track people who were present and in the chat. I don't know. Whatever, let's get back to the game. I only spent like 20 minutes messing around with that. Meludan? I'm not even sure I know who that is. Meludan, if you're watching, I apologize. I just don't recognize your Twitch name off the top of my head. What was I gonna do? Right, build a twist. Thinking emoji, thonking emoji. Don't you thonking emoji at me. Meow. Meow to you too, Win. Don't say that too loud, though. My cats might hear you. Let's see. Could I, like, pop it in here and then just, like... Yeah, I could do that, right? Yeah, that works. Get your eggs scrambled. I'm sorry, folks. I will be right back. I need to take a Tylenol or something. I'm getting a really heavy, really bad migraine all of a sudden. Just one moment, please. Oh, goodness. Well, I don't know. Can't find the Tylenol, so I guess I'll just kind of have to suck it up, huh? Alright, let's get back to actually playing this here Videogum. Ooh, we unlocked go-karts. That's interesting. I could get really ambitious with the go-karts if I were so inclined, but I don't think I quite have enough money for that right now. As in life, many things in Rollercoaster Tycoon are governed by whether or not you have the money to afford them. How are people feeling about the crazy conifer? I want to go home. That's not a good thing to have as the second most thought in your park. You're cold. Yeah, I kind of feel you there. Normally when I stream in the kitchen, I have the kerosene heater going, but I was explicitly told not to turn it on until morning today because we're getting kind of low on kerosene fuel. Why do we have all these different kinds of boats? Seriously, there's only so many things you can do with a boat. Um, anyway, I think I might make just like a... Oh, I think I forgot I already had this. Yeah, I'll just pop down a mini motors here. Or maybe not, because it looks like this might not fit. Well, why not? I guess because the land is not even. We'll have to do a custom track then, which is okay. I'm alright with that. Just something nice and compact that doesn't take up a ton of space. And we'll set it to racing mode. So that way people can race each other. There is actually a way to set it so that instead it's just kind of like you let them ride around at their leisure. And my understanding is that there's a way to do that so you can use it as kind of like an ad hoc shuttling system between different parts of the park. But I've never managed to do that successfully. One of these days, maybe. One of these days. Let's take this underground just a little bit. People love that kind of thing. Although I do need to keep one eye on my money, because underground racing rapidly gets expensive. Underground anything in this game gets expensive pretty quick. Alright, I think I'm going to try to bring it back around to start now. What piece of land do I have to tug on to make that come out of the mountain? It's my side of the mountain, god darn it. There we go. There. Wait, no, that's bad because... shoot. Well... Hold on. Hold everything. Can I, like, make it go up? I want to be able to put the entrance, like, right here. Which I cannot do if there is track in the way. So instead, I will bring it down, like, over here, I guess. And we're out of cash. Alright, well, I guess we gotta wait. Hopefully this is worth it. We should think of a name for this. I don't know, what do you guys think? I like to give roller coasters really dramatic names, but for the more, like, the less flashy rides, I kind of just like to give them sort of descriptive names. Oh, hey, we're in debt. Alright. Let's, Demons on Wheels. Perhaps. New ride slash attraction now available. Launched free fall. Oh, this thing. I forgot this existed. Okay, well the good news is that we are no longer in debt. Bad news is that we still haven't finished this effing go-kart track. Go-kart. Shoot. Okay, bring it this way, and jeez, I'm having a hard time visualizing what I'm even trying to do here. And then like around, down, and back. There we go. That works. Let's see here. Race mode, number of laps, just one. And sure, we'll have it play music too. I like jungle drums. No, I don't know how thematically appropriate it is for this particular park, but hey. It's my park. I can make this rides make whatever sound I darn well please. Go-kart's one in the way. Are you kidding me? There's plenty of space to build that down there. At least for these two spaces there is. Hold on. You know what? This is just a regular track right here. So I bet if we turn this and this into station platform, we will be able to build them over here. Entrance, exit, boom. Actually, put the entrance, like, here? I can't do that, I guess. Okay, well. Now the pathing. Can I just, like, do this, and then... Yeah, alright. There we go. Demons on Wheels, now open for business. Wait, what? Unable to operate with more than one station platform in this mode. What? Are these not connected? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I think that's exactly what I did. This one in between here is not a station platform. Hello, Heinz. How are you? There we go. And people pay decent money for these. So let's see how high we can get this going. Is $4 really the cutoff? I guess I'll drop it down to $3.50. Yeah, alright. Well, that's okay. How you doing, Heinz? This is weird. I can't seem to get it to track, like, only chat guests. Alright, now that we've got, like, the more thrilling stuff squared away, can get back on track with, like, the rest of this stuff. I don't want any more water rides. We got too many of them already. Which, I mean, like, if I guess we got, like, a log flume or something, that would be okay, but all this stuff I can't really build until I develop out here. Doing alrighty, that's good. Who's in the lead? Blue car is in the lead. Are these cars all sufficiently distinguishable? I'm not actually gonna check. You thought I was for a second, though, admit it. Also, let's make this red if we're going with the demon theme. And make the supports black. It also makes it match Hillside Drop here. Go-Go Taco has left the park. Oh no. Oh, Heinz is over here on the go-karts. Wondering if I should make a through pass here. We're gonna need a second handyman. Because, like, this over here is just not getting cleaned up. Oh, I didn't have anybody on that, that's why. Alright, well. Mistakes were made. Vrooman, yeah. Go, Speed Racer, go. I should be, constructing some benches and stuff. Ain't nobody got time to be in amusement parks all day. Maybe that is true. Maybe. Maybe. Well, so I'm gonna give these guys green uniforms, I think. Where is this fellow? What are you doing, buddy? Well, it's good to have, like, a freelancer, because swinging inverter ship. I don't think I know what that is. I'll have to take a look then. It's good to have a freelance mechanic, because sometimes the, like, pathing gets weird with them. But we should also have a guy who's just servicing, like, this interior area here. I feel really weird saying servicing so much, can I be honest with you guys? But that is what he's doing. Just not in a weird way. Should hire a security guard, too. If we don't, people will bust up the benches. Because that is the only kind of crime that exists in the universe of Rollercoaster Tycoon. People breaking benches and litter bins. Win is on the hillside drop. That's interesting. That's why I like the chat integration thing. Tell people where they are. There is an option to push the Twitch chat as in-game updates, like down here in the status bar, but it doesn't really seem to work too well. People love the crazy conifer. Oh, this thing. Alright. We got an award for being the tidiest park in the country. That seems suspect to me, but, you know, I'm not the guy running the award committee, so... But why can't I build... Oh no, I accidentally put it on supports. Darn it. Delete this. I'm gonna need to, like, flatten the land right here a little bit, I think, in order to set down the ship. No, I need to get this one, too. Thrillville 2 is on Steam, and I am heavily considering purchasing it. Yeah, I have more nostalgia for these games than the Thrillville series, because we never owned them when I was a kid. Why can't I... Seriously, what the heck? Do I have to, like, put it this way instead, and then I can... That's exactly what I have to do. Okay, that's weird. I was actually thinking of getting Planet Coaster. I've seen people play Planet Coaster, and it looks more like involved than RCT in some ways, and I don't know if I would like it myself. But hey, don't let me stop you from getting it. You know what I mean? Yeah, pop another Burger Shack up here. Burger Shack. I'm just gonna let the money roll in for a little bit. Feel free to ask me questions either about the game or about, stuff in general if you would like. It's just the sort of game where being able to kill time a little bit helps out. Borger, yes. Who's your favorite author? Mine is Jorge Luis Borger. I think his name might actually be pronounced George, even though it's spelled like the Spanish way. I don't know. I'm not, I'm not the person to ask about somewhat obscure literature. That's more Shredney's bag, and he's not here tonight, unfortunately. I said we were just gonna let the money roll in, but, like, I feel like not putting this down would kind of be a waste. So, let's see. You know what, I could put it, like, up here. What is your take on Boobalee being the best pirate song? I assume you mean, Boobalee from Planet Coaster. I like that song a good deal, but did you know it is based off of a real sea shanty called Roll the Chariot? It's just like a very slightly different tune, and it doesn't have the words. How am I gonna do this? I didn't think this out very well. It's a recurring theme with this game, is me doing things and regretting that I didn't think them out better. Well, I mean, I don't like to do dead ends, like, ever, but I think this works more or less. Oh, hold on. Now it works more or less. Ooh, we unlocked the looping roller coaster. I didn't know that, actually. Yeah, there's a good performance on YouTube by a fellow named David Coffin. I encourage you to look it up when you have time. And we'll be alright. If the wind is in our sails, we'll be alright. The wind is in our sails, and we roll the old chariot along, and we roll the old chariot along. Do-do-do-dee-doo-dee-doo, and so on and so forth. I'm not going on launched freefall number 1 while it's raining. Alright, well, I can't really blame you there, can I? I'm going to very quickly get myself a drink and attend to some other business. I will be right back. Keep an eye on the coaster for me, okay, guys? I have returned. I ate a delicious cookie while I was getting my tea. Peanut butter, if you were curious. Does the original have wimpy tentacles too? Trying to think what that could have been a response to, and I'm coming up blank. Are people, like, not willing to ride this anymore? I'm not paying that much to... Yeah, okay. Down to $2 it is then. Hello again, Trey. This thing gets almost 300 customers per hour? That's absurd. The original song to Boobalee. Oh, I don't think so. I think that's more of like a... like a Pirates of the Caribbean thing. Got your work done at the library, so you may be getting food. Well, I hope you enjoy your food. Food. Delicious food. See, if people are saying the ride is really good value, that means you can increase the price and they don't get mad about it. So, we'll try taking it up to like $3.50 and seeing how people feel about that. People getting back on this now? Yeah, they are. I can never read these red complaints. What does this say? Guests are complaining about the amount of litter in your park. Alright. Well, I guess we can just pop down some more litter bins and then maybe hire a third handyman. That doesn't seem like it's too hard to take care of. Let's make the rides invisible for a second, because I feel like, yeah, there's stretches of land that I can't really see too well because of the rides that could use some more litter bins. I don't know why I'm calling them litter bins as though I was British. I'm very much not. Unsolicited fun fact. RCT2 is the only video game I've ever seen my mom get into. That's, that seems to be, like, oddly common for whatever reason. Because there's there might even be more than one, but I know there's this one post at near the top of the, Rollercoaster Tycoon subreddit that's like, I got my mom into Rollercoaster Tycoon last week, here's her park. And then it's this screenshot of this, like, enormous, elaborately designed, sprawling park with like 300 rides and $1 million, and you know, just crazy nonsense. For whatever reason, it's a very mom game. Heinz is in restroom 1. Well, thank you, game, for telling me that one of my guests is using the potty. Goodness gracious. That's probably an artifact of the fact that, for whatever reason, the game actually treats restrooms as rides. At all food stalls, I think, are treated as rides. Designing another roller coaster. I'm starting to think maybe we should expand a bit, but I don't quite know where. I guess if we pushed out here... I don't know why I'm saying pushed, as though this was a grand strategy game, but anyway. I guess if we pushed out here, we could start building stuff on the lake. And then have it not be like a huge hassle to get to. On the other hand, like a part of me definitely wants to make use of this space right here. But it's a little hard to tell how many squares that actually is. There must be something small I can put here. Oh yeah, you can charge for toilets. I know you can, but this is just a me thing. Even, like, 100% fictional people, I don't feel great about doing that. By the way, here's my mega maze called Disillusionment that I made for my super flat park. Oh no, it crashed. Darn it, I forgot about that. Okay, hopefully it auto-saved, like... It does auto-save, but hopefully it auto-saved, like, relatively recently. I did go away to use the restroom for a minute, so hopefully, let's see here. 12:10... I think I want this one. Yeah. Okay, good. It looks like everything's still here. Anyway, here, before I try to show this off again, let me, save. But, I made, like, a really big, like, mega maze for my one, like, sandbox type park. I'm just gonna show this off real quick. It might very well not even fit in the... Oh, no, it does. But, yeah. Actually, that doesn't, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. What in the world just happened? -2... Okay, I guess, like, attempting to show that off, bugged the... I'm glad I saved before I did that. Like, bugged out the income somehow, and now I'm $200 million in debt? Alright. Yeah, me neither, but if you're playing a vanilla scenario on a crunch, it helps. That's true. I haven't had too much trouble with the scenarios so far, other than Diamond Heights, which I can just not figure out for the life of me. But I've only done, a couple of them, so... Where's my handyman? Get up here. There's a big spat of vomit right here. It's disgusting. Wow, is that a response to my maze crashing the game? I guess the game doesn't really like it when you try to, put, like, very big objects down, even if you don't actually place them. That's my guess, at the very least. Yeah, so I'm gonna put, like, a tiny maze in here. And when I say tiny, I mean real flippin' tiny. Because something that was, told to me once is that guests do not actually care how complicated the maze is. They just care that it, like, they'll either like it or they won't. So, charging for toilets is the most evil thing people do. I have a theory, actually, as to, why that bothers me so much. When I was very young, I think it maybe like 10 or so, we were in Ocean City, Maryland, and we went to a Burger King that was no longer there. And I have a theory as to why this Burger King is not there anymore. And that theory relates to the fact that something they did there was you had to pay $1 to use their bathroom. And they had that set up with one of those old, like, coin operated handle things. Um, so not only was it $1, it had to be $1 in quarters. And it was just like, I don't know, for whatever reason it's always stuck with me as an example of the kind of thing people will do for to get a little bit of extra money, you know? Like, I'm sorry, I don't care how badly your business is failing. In my position, I would never do that, but... Or, if I were in that position, rather. No, you can't go this way yet. But, I don't know. I've never had to run a Burger King, so maybe I'm just talking out of my rear end. There's your tiny drywall maze, hey, Trey. I can't make it green, unfortunately. Anyway, the thing about mazes is that they give an excitement boost to your guests. So, even if they're really simple, like this one is, um, you know, they go in and they come out and they're a little bit happier. Actually, I should just delete this piece of pavement right here. Because it's going to cause problems if I don't... I think I just deleted a tree by accident. That's not what I meant to do. I did it again. There we go. Probably was running so bad because of that as well. Who wants to go to a Burger King that charges $1 to get to the toilet? That's kind of my train of thought, too. Now, the good thing about that place was that it was, like, right on the pier, so you could, like, you know, get a seat by a window, look out into the ocean, but that's only worth so much, and there were other restaurants there, too. Including another place we went to, I think was called Davy Jones' Locker, and they had, instead of regular sizes, it was, like, schooner, frigate, and galleon were their, like, sizes, small to large. I always thought that was funny. I wish the visitors would care about the maze. You could do such cool mazes. Yeah, I kind of wish there was, like... I don't even know how they would do that, is the thing that gets me. Like, maybe the more dead ends were in the maze, like, the excitement would go up. I don't know. Can I get a fucking galleon of hot fries? Yeah, basically. Did that guy just puke because of the maze? Come on, dude. I mean, I'm not exactly a thrill ride master either, but literally we're just walking around inside of a building for like 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes. I'm just saying you're embarrassing us a little bit is all. More dead ends than required turns. Yeah, I think that would be, like, a good way to do it, but I don't know how you'd program that. I'm not gonna pretend I know, like, how, OpenRCT2 works, because I don't. I do know that at some point they transitioned from using the original code base, to using, like, a completely redone one. So if anybody could do it, it's those guys, but I don't know if that's possible. That would be sick, though. Because then it would be, like, it would, like, make a point, or, how am I trying to phrase this? It would give the ridiculously large mazes that I and other people make a point. Okay, we got, like, a bunch of roller coasters we can build now. I kind of want to build a, like, something out here. Well, this is an interesting design. I might try that out sometime. Hey, the shuttle loop. I have a funny, kind of a funny story about this one. I remember this particular design very vividly because this is the one where you can build it, um, delete one piece of track, and then it causes a fiery explosion. But, you know. Kerplunk I made myself. It's also terrible. I just like the way it looks. That's interesting. Um, Goodness, I don't know if we can do a looping coaster for under 3,000. I mean, it's probably hypothetically possible, although according to the game, it's actually not. It cost from 33.50. Maybe just like a simple uh, launch one. Yay, mass murder. I was like a small child, you know. At that point, you're not too interested in the details of how the game is played. People are loving this maze. Tiny drywall maze. It's really great. People are liking the go-kart thing, too. Which is very, very good. Trying to wonder how I could get more guests. I guess I believe you get more guests for getting like obviously there's like a steady influx regardless, but I believe the big way to get more guests is to get awards and to just have more stuff in your park. Maybe I should try building one of these mini coasters. I've never really given these a fair shake, I don't think. So sure, I'll try building one of these on the lake over here. Can I get some height maps on the land? Because I'd prefer to not have to, Hillside Drop is broken down. Do we have somebody on that? We do. Okay, good. Thankfully it happened when it was raining, so it's not like it was getting any business at that particular time. Anyway, but you gotta be careful with breakdowns. Especially wooden coasters. Wooden coasters are one of the ones, in my experience at least, that seem to be most prone to, like, genuinely breaking. You cause a fiery crash of destruction. Riot tracks. On land. Shoot, I made it one too high. There we go. Just wanted to line that up properly. Try to make like a decently long train here. Or station, I mean. Now, what kind of design do I want to do here? Because, like, how did you get over here? Hey. Hey, Sue M. What are you doing? Get back over here. How did... I wonder if that's the person that wandered, like somebody that wandered through, before I... Buddy, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna find very much to fix over here. Anyway, let's get back to this roller coaster. It's like drab olive color, which I actually kind of dig, but I'm probably not going to leave it that way after it's done. Let's see, we got helixes, and that's kind of it. Gotta put the on-ride photo section for the kids. I don't know if that sharp is gonna work. Stop it about here. Like, I want to make something that's compact, but is actually kind of fun to ride. The thing that I notice I do a lot in this game, and I would like to kick the habit, is I end up making coasters that are just, they go up and they go down, and that's kind of it. I would like to make this one at least a little bit more elaborate. It doesn't have to be King to Ka or anything, but, you know. By the way, don't take me knowing the name of King to Ka to mean that I know anything about roller coasters. I just know that single one, because I used to see commercials for it all the time. Or did I watch a documentary about it? Now I actually am not sure. So kind of funny, I actually live pretty close to a fairly large amusement park. There's a Dorney, like maybe an hour or so from my house. And that's like a fairly well-known park. But I'm just really not much of an amusement park person, funnily enough. You know, it's kind of why I sympathize in this game when the guests complain about how it's crowded or whatever. Because I'm like, yeah, I kind of feel you. I mean, there's over 500 people here. Fahrenheit at Hershey Park was my first real roller coaster. Describe that to me if you are so inclined, because I probably know it. I've been to Hershey Park more than once, but I can't picture it off the top of my head. Oh, we're out of money again. Alright. I guess we could take out a loan. Oh, we actually start with a loan here. Lovely. The orange one with a 90-degree drop. Okay, I think I know which one you mean. But maybe not. You can never really be too sure. I wish I could build loops with this particular kind of coaster. Oh, we're in debt again. Now I really gotta wait it out. That'll get done eventually. We're already in our second year, and we only have about half of the guests we need to get. I'm just not sure what to do about that. Needs to be the end of year 4, right? Yeah. Raise the price on like the food or something. People tend to not care too much about that. Really good value. That means we can safely raise it a little bit, I think. I'm not paying that much to go on Cabin in the Woods. People are so stingy. This game is from the pre-recession days. You should be just tossing money at me. I am, of course, joking. Oops. Accidentally minimized the window. Drywall maze was great. Oh, oops. We're gonna have to take out a loan. I don't want to, but, like, we're never gonna get this freaking coaster done otherwise. Oh, pardon me. Wow. I'm okay. Just, swallowed my spit, weirdly. Blech. Always fun when that happens. This game is from the pre-recession era. People should just throw money at me. Yes, I did say that in 2017. Well, this particular scenario is an RCT1 jams from like, oh, I don't know. It's from 1999, I think, right? I should probably move this like further down towards the end of the track, maybe. Actually, I should probably extend the station, as well. Look at that. Now, to me, that looks good, but we'll see if the test results agree with my assessment or not. I'm afraid of this drop right here. I'm pointing at the screen like you guys can see my finger. But this one right here, I don't know about that one. I guess we'll find out, huh? Hey, excitement rating high. That's what I like to see. Alright, well, we'll keep testing it. I'm gonna call it like, I don't know. Actually, I kind of can't think of a good name for this one. Let's put a question mark in there until I can. Feel free to suggest things, folks. Alright, can we open this now? I'm gonna pop a no entry sign. That's the wrong thing. Like here and here and here. And then I will put down some garbage bins. So that way people don't vomit all over my lovely park. And I think then we're good to go. Pretty much. With this section of the park. I'm concerned about this little... Actually, hold on. Do this instead. Peeps aren't fond of 2x2 paths. There's a sign here I can remove down here, right? Yeah. There we go. And we will open this to the public. Oh, I'm accidentally lowering the price instead of raising it. Goodness. You can get away with charging a little bit of money for like... Oh. What? Where's this? No, I think that's this sign right here. Okay. Confused myself for a second. Yeah, people are fully willing to pay $10 to get on this thing. Rap game Crocodile Dundee. I'm not gonna name my roller coaster rap game Crocodile Dundee. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm actually kind of liking the question mark. Maybe we can just call the ride the question mark, and we'll do it up in, like, very mysterious colors. Here. Do, like, a Riddler color scheme. The question mark coaster. Who wouldn't go on that? Something broke down. Responding to... Oh, the crazy conifer broke down. Yeah, please fix that. Let's pay back this loan quick. It's like literally the most profitable thing in this entire park. Alright. I apologize, folks. I have to excuse myself quickly again. I will be right back. you guys keep a good eye on my coaster, which I thought of a much better name for while I was over there? You see, yesterday I made a coaster called the Sea Spray, or sorry, the Sea Snake, which I believe was a stand-up coaster. It was one of the bigger ones. Point is, we're gonna call this the Sea Snake Junior. No, I want the red like in the seats. There we go. The pirate ship is broken down. Do we have somebody on that? Oh, we have 2 breakdowns. Have I ever played Jurassic Park Operation Genesis? Maybe? Is that the... like the one that's a Zoo Tycoon clone? Kind of. I've never played Zoo Tycoon. I shouldn't say if it's a clone or not, but the one that it's a sim game. It's sort of like this. Wow, people are stoked about Sea Snake Jr. I'm very happy about that. I'm less happy about this spat of vomit over here. Who's in charge of this area? You. Get over here. It's this but Jurassic Park, yes. I have played that, and you know what? I had forgotten the name of it, so thank you for bringing that to my attention. Yeah, I played that and this, like, around the same time, even, I think. I remember my stepdad bought it, like, without knowing anything about it, and was mad that it was a sim game. And then he gave it to me, kind of, like, sort of implied dismissively, like, here, I know you like this kind of junk. But, that aside, yeah, I have pretty fond memories of that. You could, like, let the dinosaurs out of their cages and they would eat people, couldn't you? Why are there people up here? What's this all about? How did you get up here? There's people all over the place. I didn't see this here. That's why. No entry. We still barely have 600. Like, we don't even have 600 guests yet. I don't know, folks. I guess I could, do something I, like, never do, which is try running one of those ad campaign things. Yeah, marketing. Vouchers for free rides on a particular ride. I mean, this will lose us a ton of money, but sure. For 2 weeks, why not? You know what, heck, we'll advertise the hell out of it, too. Sea Snake Jr., let's go. They recently announced a similar game called Jurassic World Evolution, and I really hope it's good. I have never heard of that before today, but I am now incredibly invested in its development. I also hope that it's very good. Oh, pardon me. How's this going? I can't afford Cabin in the Woods. It's $1.50. Come on. I guess I'll knock it down to $1. What are they looking up now? Shop/stall. Oh, we researched the Mine Train coaster. I kinda hate that thing, because it doesn't fit in thematically to, like, any park. Except for the default, the one in Dynamite Dunes that's there by default. What you win is join the queue line for Cabin in the Woods. Who are Frontier? I know that I know the name, but I forget why I do. Will the dinosaurs eat the rich? Goodbye, Heinz. Have fun doing your stuff. Whatever it may be. We can get, like, we can build more stuff out here. I could finally get some of these, like, these boat rides up, maybe. These are all, like, the same thing, I'm pretty sure. I'll build the swans one, in honor of Shredney, who is not here at the moment. You see, that's a joke about the band Swans, because he, like... Yeah, I'm very funny. I'm just gonna make this, like, real simple, basically, because I don't think that the track design on these really matters very much. People just kind of either like it or they don't. Frontier made Planet Coaster. Oh, those guys. Okay. I knew the name from somewhere. Swans are dead. Oh, goodness. And they also made Elite Dangerous. I didn't know that those games were made by the same people. That's interesting. Wait, how do I get the path to this to not completely suck? I've done it again. Only savory things, there aren't any femboys involved. Heinz. Shoot. Can I, like... Guess I could, like, snake this around and have it go over to here. I don't like that at all, but... Or no, it actually makes more sense to have it come over here. What have I done? Oh, we can build fry stands now. Sure, let's do that, I guess. I've never had any great success with these, but to be honest with you, I've never really had any great success with any of the food stalls, so... Your campaign for free rides on Sea Snake Jr. has finished. We did pull another 100 guests, so I guess that's something. Yo, like, handymen, what are you guys doing? Oh, I don't have you guys able to clean out here. That's actually my bad. I apologize for yelling at you, but you do still need to clean that up. Yeah, okay, I'm like actually a dunce, huh? I have a theory. A game theory. And no, it's not our Rollercoaster Tycoon is dead the entire time. I think if I make a, like, sort of squarish looping path like this, and I use it for a few things beyond just this one ride, I don't think people will get upset about it. Don't quote me on that. I think Frontier has two teams, one that works constantly on Elite and one that does all the other stuff. That game is, like, really, really involved, isn't it? Like, I have another pal, Valerie, who plays it, and it seems to require, like, EVE Online levels of dedication to get anything done. Maybe that's not correct, but that's kind of how it looks to me as an outsider. And yeah, I think I might have, like, literally built this in a place where I can't build a path to it, which is very good. I'm happy about that. Alright, so I guess we'll demolish this. And we'll try to build one in a place where I can get to it more easily. And subsequently the guests can as well. I should put some benches and litter bins here. I apologize if I'm tripping anybody's OCD by not spacing my benches and, whatchamacallits evenly. It's a bad habit, to be honest with you. A bad habit on my part, that is. Where could I build? Okay, maybe, like, here. No, maybe over here, because then I can have it go through and loop back real simple like. And then I can build these here and have them like come up and then connect to the pier. That sounds like it will work, but I suppose there's no amount of theory that can escape the cold hard truth of the idiotic Peep AI. Make a little ridge-shaped track like that. Build this. Build this. Let's see how this works. Yeah, okay. Heck. Double heck. I think I might be the dumbest person alive. Okay, like... There's gotta be a way to make this work. Let me think here. I don't know. We're gonna abandon the boat idea for the time being. And we will put something else up here instead. What don't we have yet? We don't have a slide, and let me tell you, peeps adore slides. I don't know why, but they do. Hold on. We'll give it a nice oceanic color scheme. Ocean man, take me by the hand, take me to the land that you understand. Ocean man. The sequence of a life form meets in the sand. Man, I can sing that even worse than I sing most things, which is already, like, pretty bad. That's impressive right there. Ween. Yes. Ocean man. Sequence of a life form raised in the sand by the birth of the land. Ooh, the wooden wild mouse. Okay, that I know how to make a good ride out of. I shouldn't say that, but, you know. My guy in Thug Pro has a Motorola Ween shirt. I must have missed that one in the options menu. Actually, wait, no, I remember seeing that. Who doesn't like Ween? Answer. I have never really looked into them beyond that one song, so I guess in a sense, I don't really like Ween. Not that I dislike them, but you know. Well, I have made this nice little pier out here, if nothing else. Gonna pop a bathroom over here. You never know when you'll need to go. For everything else, there's MasterCard. We should have a mechanic for these rides over here. I don't know why I'm holding down the shift button while I do this. People really like Sea Snake Jr. I'm happy about that. Oh hey, Trey's on it. Let's watch him, shall we? Yeah, that's definitely what Trey looks like. Well, he needs to use the restroom. He should go. Hmm. Guests are complaining. Oops. They can't find the toilets in your park. That tells me that I need to put down more of them. Because the couple that I do have are all easy to find. Usually I've actually put down like too many bathrooms, so, you know, I guess it's good that that's proved to be a winning strategy for me. We got one on the pier, one over here. Why don't we put one in this weird little, like, sort of pseudo-mazy area? There we go. Trey Speak is in restroom 2. Game, there are some things that I don't really need to know. Ah, you know what? Oh, so hey, hold on. Yeah, there's nothing to prevent people from going over here, is there? Okay, I should fix that quick, huh? Or I can expand over here. Yeah, okay. Alright. I'm seeing the matrix here, right? So put a no entry sign here. We put one here. And then we get rid of this. Suddenly all this land opens up, and we no longer have difficulty in putting our boat ride down, because I can just make the station here and then build the path right up. I don't know why I'm so determined to put this thing down after talking about how boring it is, but at this point it's almost more of a personal grudge than anything else. We can have it go, like, under the coaster. Very exciting for everybody, you know? Although I do wonder if this ever crashes, will that mean that people on the boats will get hurt too? I don't actually know. To be honest, I only care like a little bit, so, you know. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, and I can just build this up and over, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. And the queue will not be, like, absurdly long either, which is good. Yeah, there we go. That's what I like to see. Can we make the ducks look like demonic? Kind of. Kind of is the answer to my question. There we go. That's a good thing that people will like. I want to go on something more thrilling than Treadney's Swan Ride. Again, we'll pop down some concession stands. We've hit the 700 mark, so that's pretty good, I think. Oh, hey, we got information kiosks at some point, and I didn't notice. We're going to want to pop those down and make sure that they're selling umbrellas. A, 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 A. Sorry. We can charge, like, about... Well, let's see here. I can't afford an umbrella. Okay. We'll put it lower. Okay. 350 seems to be about where their breaking point is there. So, do I have that set to same price throughout park? Now I do. I'm gonna put a row of concession stands here, I think. I'm gonna make all the umbrellas slightly different shades of green. Because, you know, why not do that? How's our park rating? 850. So, park rating is doing real nice. Are people going on this? I can't even really tell. Customers on ride 1. It seems to get quite a few people per hour, so I'm not gonna complain. Are people going on this? They are. Okay, good. Alrighty, folks. I apologize for my frequent breaks here, but I do have to excuse myself again real quick. Probably going to go for another hour, maybe a little bit longer than that, but probably not too much longer. I do want to get to bed at some point tonight, just so everyone is aware. Actually, before I do that, how is the... People aren't going on this anymore because it's too expensive now, probably? Yeah. Drop it down to like $7. And now people are lining back up. Okay. Okay. Like I said, BRB. Alrighty. I have returned once again. Oh, I have a Discord message. It's a message from my lovely significant other. It says dog thing, and it's a YouTube thumbnail of what appears to be a video by noted YouTube content maker JT Sexkick. Interesting stuff. Anyway, oh, go bought some fries. How lovely. So I was thinking, we built up this area here. We're building up this area here a little bit. Um, I think that what we really need to put things over the top is another marquee ride, like the Sea Snake Jr. And consider this: we have this whole unused thing here with Roman theming. I'm thinking a nice, large, either corkscrew or looping coaster called the Gladiator. And I'm thinking either red and gold or something like that. Either looping or corkscrew. Is there a reason to not do this instead? I mean, it's a little bit more expensive, but we're at the point now where we've got a decent amount of money. So I think we'll do the corkscrew coaster. We just have to remember, we do have to consider where we're going to put the station. I think we can, like, put the ride up here and, like, devote this little section of the park to getting people into and off of this. I think that'll be okay. I don't mind having a big station for this one because it's a coaster that's going to be worthy of a big station, if I may be so arrogant, and before I blow all my money on what is probably not going to be a very good ride. But before I do that, we unlocked balloon stands, and I love seeing people carry around balloons. So I'm going to pop one of those down, and they're going to sell 99 green balloons. Yeah, actually, we could do something with this up here, I think. So I'm gonna start building the coaster out here. I did say I would do something with the Minnie Mouse too. I completely forgot about that. Maybe not on this particular stream then. Or maybe we will get to that. I don't know. Yeah. Alright. Are you ready for the ride of your life? Let's do the thing. Right, I forgot you can't build, like, the special pieces at those funny angles. Oh well. Ooh. You know what would be great is if I could somehow interlace these two coasters. Where, I guess, like, right here I could try to make a loop, like, around this piece of track. Yeah. Let's see if I can pull that off. That would be really, really cool if I could. Although, it's a little hard to judge 100% where... Yeah, no, we're in the right place. Okay, I think we need to, bring this whole thing over a little bit farther if we're gonna do this. Which is fine. I got no problems with that. Ooh, maybe a corkscrew down instead. Can I do that? I guess not. Maybe I'm thinking of some other kind of coaster. Maybe I'm just mistaken in general. Well... Tell you what, it's not a loop, but they do still pass quite close to each other. Is that going to be enough I don't know that that's going to be enough to carry the coaster. Through the loop, I mean. Let's try this then. Carry it like that. I still don't know if that'll be quite enough. We'll have to see. Hopefully I remember to turn it to just one train when we're testing. Actually, you know what? I have it on to be that we can test unfinished tracks. So I'm going to leave that like that, and we'll see how this runs. Can you do powered launch? You can. Maybe that would be better. I'll have to think about that. Although, no, if it's got to go up this length anyway, I guess continuous circuit is fine. Also, I totally forgot to put it to just one train. So, go me. Alright. Mama needs a new pair of shoes. Oh! Nope, 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 it does not. Okay. Alright. Well, it's better that we knew now than finish building the entire track and then having to do it over again. Then what we can do is we can, like, make it helix down a little bit more. A couple times even, maybe. And we can try to get the corkscrew going off of that. I don't know, maybe a vertical loop would be better. I mean, it is called a words are hard. It is called a corkscrew coaster, but, you know, that doesn't mean I have to build a corkscrew. Or heck, I could build both a corkscrew and a loop into this track. We got plenty of design space left, you know? Alright, so I'm gonna put one of these up here so that way the track doesn't or the train doesn't fly off, and let's test this particular version of the setup. And so I remember to do this now. We want a like red and gold color scheme with this, I think. Maybe the track itself can just be red with red highlights, and we can have the trains be gold. That looks much better. New attraction is now available, a stand-up roller coaster. Well, sorry, you kind of missed your chance, eh? Well, geez, we're already in year 3, but we do have 800 guests, so I think we will be able to swing this. Provided nothing terrible happens, that is. People are carrying around the green balloons, that's lovely. Okay, and that does work. Good, good, good. Now I think we're going to bank it and do another loop-de-loop down. I think maybe here. Like we'll have it do one more, and then maybe here's where we put a vertical loop. Like right on top of that pavilion. And then have it coast above the Sea Snake Jr. for a while. Look at that. That is beautiful. Or is it? I mean, I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm not really an expert at this game, but I like the way it looks at the very least. We need to go from 10 down to negative 10 in order to get this back to the station. Might need to make the station train a little shorter, which would kind of suck, but, you know. H gang. Oh, you're from... The Hip Hop Heads subreddit, hello. Playing Rollercoaster Tycoon, possibly the least hip hop video game in existence. But, you know. Be honest, I'm kind of surprised that anybody came from that link that I put, but, you know. Always happy to have you. Let's see, can I, like, make this, do one of these? And then kind of, yeah, there we go. No, that runs right into the swans. Not a fan of that. I can make it like... Yeah, there we go. Kind of. Maybe. That's a tight turn to put in at the very end there, though. And it also still doesn't connect the track all the way. Let's see. Guess I could raise the land and have it, like, go underground for the last little bit here. I've done weirder things to get a coaster to work. Oh no, that's not far enough. I'd have to... Well, you know what? Sometimes you gotta tell the land to F off, you know? Let's see if I can make this work here. Actually losing guests. I should keep an eye on that. Why are you doing this, landscaping tool? Oh, the go-kart thing broke down. This is probably the most trouble I've ever gone through to get a coaster to complete its circuit, but, well, you know, you gotta follow your dreams sometimes. And my dream is to have a red and gold coaster called the Gladiator in my park. There you go. You have to do some silly nonsense to get this path to connect now, but that's okay. Let's test this. It actually worked surprisingly well. I really hope it clears this loop. I probably should have tested that on its own before I did any of that other stuff, huh? Oh no, it doesn't clear the loop! Well, that's just terrible. Okay. Yeah, that's an issue. Alright, I guess what I can do is... How annoying. I guess I can have this, like, helix down one more time. And then see if that... No. If that works, but I don't. Yeah, okay. That is really disappointing. I guess I could just do it like that without the loop. Alright, well... I'm not a huge fan of that, but... whatever works, I guess. Pop down some new stalls and such. Who doesn't love cotton candy? Answer. I actually kind of hate cotton candy. Never been a big fan. Now, I swear to God, if I finish this thing and it turns out to not be, like, good in terms of ride stats, I'm gonna be a little bit upset. What do we got here, tester? I'm not a big fan of that red number. Excitement rating high, intensity rating very high. I don't know. Hopefully people dig it. But really, who can say? So I can set the train back up to 2 now. Or would 1 with more cars be better? No, 7's the maximum, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Also, this is going to have a stupidly long queue because, again, I only adhere to the rules of good roller coaster gameplay when it suits me. Can I just, like, kind of make it go over? No, I can't. That's annoying. Do this, I guess. Yeah, that works. Delete that. Another one here. Yeah, that's about right. If I could connect this back to the pier, that would be great. Oh, I got an award for being the best value park. That's cool, I guess. I don't know if that actually does anything for me, but, you know. It's always nice to be recognized. Alright, gonna need to put down benches and all that good stuff. Yeah. And screw it, while we're at it, why don't we do a marketing campaign for the thing? Spent like half an hour building it. You people are wimps. Can't afford Gladiator, okay. About $9 then. Two people on the ride. Well, that's a rousing success. I guess simplicity really is the winning formula, isn't it? Oh well. I have returned with pancakes. Hello, Trey. I sunk all my money into this big ride that most people aren't really... Well, now some people are getting on it. For a minute there, nobody was getting on it at all. Which was upsetting. Should be able to get on the call pretty soon. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go for like another hour or so. So you got time yet. Basically, however long it takes to finish this scenario. Well, it's better than nothing. And pop down another kiosk too. People love their kiosks. Don't let them tell you otherwise. No, we did olive green already. Do saturated green. Complaining about the amount of litter in your park. I should get a handyman for the new areas. That would probably be helpful, wouldn't it? I've got this whole new area here that isn't being monitored by anybody right now. We're at 900 guests. Only need to pull about 100 more. I guess we'll see what fate has in store for us there. Actually, these balloons should be yellow, because they're right next to the Gladiator, which is, by the way, easily the best ride in my park. Not that these ungrateful, ooh, it's too intense for me people would ever be able to tell you that, but you know. Try popping down some more scenery too while I'm at it. Just like a couple little things. Who doesn't like a nice fountain? And just a column kind of sticking up for no particular reason. Alright, folks, once again, I will be right back. Alrighty. People lining up for this now, at least to an extent they are. That's good. We're almost at our guest quotient to motorbike races. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. Is that just the car thing with a different... I guess it must be, because I'm not seeing like a thing for it really. Anyway, yeah, Trey, whenever you want to get on a call, just let me know in the chat, and I will add you in. Kind of surprised people are still going on that thing, to be honest with you. And this thing, too. I should add a kiosk to the front of the park. Alright, I will add you to the call in just a second. Ugh. Hello, I can barely hear you. 1 second.
I think that might have been me.
Oh, okay. Were you like far away from the mic or something?
I had to readjust my headphones a little bit.
Okay. Well, hello there. How are you?
Not bad. I I toted a couple of pancakes over from the other side of campus just now.
What kind of pancakes are they? Just plain or?
They are chocolate chip,
Ooh.
and I feel like I unlocked an achievement by managing to take them all the way from one side of campus to the other, because it wasn't only the pancakes. You know, I had to have the syrup too. So of course, here I am. I've got my orange juice in one cup, and then a little bit of syrup in another, and I'm just toting 2 red Solo cups and
Commenced
a
a
couple of
party.
pancakes. Yeah,
You were dual wielding.
yeah. Power plays, right?
That's pretty good. Yeah, like I said, I'm probably gonna go for like another 45 minutes to an hour.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure that I've like pretty much got this thing squared away. I need like 1,000 guests in the park, and I've got 975. So,
Nice.
thinking things will go all right. Can you see everything okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Good,
everything's
good.
good.
Let's see here. What can I build that's not just more concession stands? Heck, I could build another maze, I guess, but that's a little boring. Ooh, a monorail. Alright, yeah. Everyone knows that monorails are the most thrilling thing in a park, by the way.
I mean, they were exciting enough at one point that Disney made, like, the main navigation bar on their website a monorail back in the day.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Guests are complaining about the amount of litter in your park. When are they not complaining about that? Let's see. Do I have, like... What is this guy doing? He's fixing it. I don't know what the taskbar is yelling at me about. Anyway, yeah, you should clean this up.
They're doing their best.
They are, but unfortunately, being governed by the same AI as the guests means that they're incalculably dumb. Oh, hey, this path doesn't work. Whoops. Hold on, I'll fix it. All these people have just been, like, trapped here in a shuffle forever. since I opened
So,
this ride.
so you think that might have been the reason why it was underperforming then?
uh, no, but that's probably why they were complaining about litter, because all of them were dropping it on that, like, one tile. Let's see here. I'm kind of amazed that didn't, like, tank my park rating. But I guess some people will put up with just about anything.
Yeah, I'm really actually considering getting RCT2, like the open version of it, now that I've seen that it's a thing.
Yeah, so, Open RCT2 itself is free, but you need to, like, have the original game files for, like, the thing to point to. It's basically the same way Thug Pro works.
Gotcha.
Followed. Oh, thank you, Dabby Dooby Doo. That's really fun to say.
Dabby dooby doo.
Indeed. Um, I'm doing scenarios right now too. Yeah, like I have a lot of fun with the sandbox stuff too, but the scenarios are also a good time. We are
So
bleeding guests. I wonder if that's all the people that were stuck over here leaving.
so were the sandboxes originally in RCT2, or did they add them in with
um,
open?
so um there's the track designer, which is basically it's not a park. It's like a just a thing that you can make ride designs in. And I think that was in the original game, but the option to like turn on sandbox mode and all that other stuff was not.
Gotcha.
So that is all an original invention of this. Ooh, the bobsleigh coasters. Is that the one that I made? No, that must be something else. I had a pretty good design with one of those two coasters that looks like that, but I guess it was the other one. Because there's two that look pretty much identical. The bobsleigh, and I think the other one's called the flying turn coaster.
Flying turn.
Yes. There's turns, and they fly.
Nothing if not straightforward.
Yes. Oh, you know what? I wanted to make a wooden mouse thing. And I have one that I made a while ago that is pretty good. So I'll just, like, pop that down over here, maybe? This seems like a good place to put it. And then I can just have the path go down a little bit. The Celtic Knot. A name that doesn't really make a ton of sense, but let's be honest, are there any real roller coasters with names that make sense?
That's a pretty good rule of thumb with coasters overall. Most of the time the names are rather nonsensical.
Yeah, it's just like, just something that sounds vaguely menacing, usually, in my experience.
The Nighthawk.
I think there's one,
Fahrenheit.
yeah. Like, there's one, in Dorney Park that I think is called the Venom, which, again, like, it doesn't mean anything, it's just, it sounds kind of cool.
We might have a win.
You wouldn't mind popping in either? Yeah, sure. Go right ahead. I will add you to the call. Actually, can I do that if I was just calling you one-on-one? I don't think I can. Let me
Not sure about that.
let me make a group DM real quick, and then I'll call you back, and we'll add Win in as well. All right.
All right. BRB.
All right. Let's see. Why can't I do this? Oh, wait, hold on. This will be easier. Where is she? There we go. Okay. Oh,
Hello?
Shredney is technically in here. Hello?
Hello, do I sound okay?
Yes, you do. Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. Trey, are you in here as well?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was confused for a second. Welcome, Win, a longtime listener and first-time guest on the program.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, indeed. Alright, let us get back to doing this. Oh, goodness. Uh, what was I doing? I've completely forgotten.
I think you might have to turn the screen share back on this
Oh,
one.
yeah, I totally do. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
And then when you should be able to look in the DMs and see like a real-time version of the stream. Or close
Yep,
to
yep.
real-time as possible.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be going for too much longer, but it's nice to have you guys on.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Feeling good about being able to do this because I'm going back home to North Carolina soon, so I'm not fully sure if I'm gonna be able to come on as frequently as I am during the school year and everything.
Yeah, you
But
were saying.
Yeah, this is the first time I've actually used the microphone on this headset. So,
It sounds pretty good.
and I've had it for
yeah,
like
it's
a
solid.
year. So, I haven't voice chatted with anyone for a while.
That's alright. Is that the one you were talking about the other day? It like glows different colors or something?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Mine's
I don't know.
just a simple Skull Candy headphone thingy, but it's wireless, so that's nice.
I don't know what the point is. It's not like I can see the colors.
I
Yeah,
guess like
one time.
if you were streaming and had like a face cam on or something, that would be something people would like to see, I suppose.
Good point.
But that's really the only
One time
circumstance I can think of.
I saw these headphones that had basically a built-in portable music player that ran Android on them, and you had a touch screen on one of your ears, and you could use it to navigate through your music and stuff, and you'd have your Spotify library there and everything. But it's I can't see the touch screen when
Yeah,
I actually have the headphones on. So what's the point?
it seems like there's a bit of a design flaw there, yeah.
It's the future.
Indeed,
Future.
this
Ah,
wasn't the cyberpunk future I was promised.
uh,
I was expecting the jetpacks to be ready by now.
indeed. I should put a sign over by this, given how happy I am with it. Um,
Flying cars have been just around the corner for about 60 years.
yeah, that's what they tell us. Isn't the thing like we can't do them because like it would make accidents like a billion times worse or something like that? That's what I've always been told.
Something, something, etc.
Yeah. There we go. That's actually a quite nice looking sign. I
We
still
should
only
just
have
get
to indicate.
teleporters. I love to be torn apart at an atomic level and reassembled somewhere else. Possibly not as the same person.
That's some Ship of Theseus stuff right there. Oh, hey, we're over 1,000 guests. Awesome. Now we just need to
Woo!
keep them until
We
the.
did it, Reddit.
We had a couple people from Reddit pop in earlier. The one guy that said he was from r/slash hip hop heads. I forgot I had actually mentioned my channel there earlier today.
Well, that's groovy.
Yeah. How did that get there? That's gross.
I think I might have missed that because I was doing my pancake adventure.
Yeah, he was literally just here for like a
Your
second.
pancake run.
Yeah, right? That's the kind of person I am. Just randomly toting around food, even when it's probably impractical to do so. Like I'm pretty sure they're cold now, but I kind of don't give a fuck.
You can't give up on your food. That's when they've got you
Right?
down, is when you give up on your food. Now hold on a second. I can make a souvenir stall which sells umbrellas, but I had information kiosks and those already sold umbrellas. Hmm.
Never have too many umbrellas.
That's true.
Indeed.
I've made all the ones in this park slightly different shades of green. Oh, the
Aesthetic.
crazy conifer is broken down. We have somebody on that? We do. Good, good, good. I'm amazed
But
that
hopefully
still
not
is pulling
somebody on
yes.
it while it was breaking.
Yeah, occasionally coasters do crash of their own volition in this game. I've seen it happen before. Oh, now Hillside Drop broke down too.
I
Goodness.
don't trust amusement park rides.
Honestly, me neither. And I think that this game might actually be a contributing factor to that very fear. So,
I still just remember that story about that one person getting decapitated.
oh
So,
yeah,
yeah.
in New Jersey or wherever that was.
Was that an action park? The
Ah,
infamous New Jersey amusement park?
it might have been. I don't remember.
It very well might have been.
Been a while since I last contemplated that particular gruesomeness, but yeah, I remember hearing about that too.
Gosh, for me, it wasn't even particularly playing Rollercoaster Tycoon or even Thrillville. It was more so that I had a bad tendency as a kid to read the incidents at Cedar Fair parks or whatever thing I was going to prior to actually going to the park and reading all the
Oh
terrible
yeah,
things
Yeah,
that happened.
yeah. That's like watching air disasters before getting on an airplane.
yeah.
Don't do
You're
that.
like sitting in the airport googling list of downed flights in current year.
In my defense, I was a strange child.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
we all were.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's kind of a prerequisite to being on the server, to be honest with you. People are saying that paths are dirty, but they all look fine to me. Maybe
Maybe the
there's...
people are dirty.
Could very well be. Could very well be. Oh, jeez. The only crime that seems to exist in the Roller Coaster Tycoon universe is people breaking benches.
Why do they keep breaking benches?
I don't know. It's like a thing. Like some guests get mad and they start busting up benches. It's the strangest mechanic in the game. I don't see any right now, but you'll get them occasionally. They're called vandals. It's pretty weird.
It's possible we may get a shred me.
Hi.
Oh geez, hello.
I did not know there was a stream happening today.
And suddenly this is an episode of Shapes and Forms.
Yeah.
With me as a special guest.
Featuring
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Pretty okay.
That's good.
Then
Well, just dropping in fairly briefly because I need to go to sleep.
yeah, that's okay. I mean, for that very reason, we're only going for like basically however long it takes for this scenario to finish. I might even put it on like a faster speed a little bit.
That completely makes sense. So hope y'all are doing well tonight.
We are, thank
Yeah.
you.
Solid. You missed my pancake story. I toted a couple of chocolate chip pancakes all the way across campus because I was hungry.
Oh, sounds good.
I made a giant roller coaster called the Gladiator.
That sounds kind of rad.
I
This
was
is it
freezing
right here.
cold up until like 40 minutes ago. So,
That is relatable.
I also tried to get Jane to name a roller coaster after a line from a Riff Raff song.
Oh no.
I did name the maze Tiny Drywall, though.
Yeah. Which is Trey as fuck.
Indeed. New ride / attraction available. Dodgems.
New ride, who dis?
I've always wondered why they didn't just call them bumper cars in this game. I don't know if that's like a European thing or if maybe bumper cars is trademarked.
Huh.
But they call them Dodgems instead.
Huh.
Very peculiar.
Branding.
I do know that, just incidentally, that Tycoon is actually from Japanese.
Huh. I didn't know that.
neither did I.
Yes.
You learn something new every day. Oh, also, Shredney, I named one of the rides after you.
Oh, neat.
It's this
But
one.
yeah, I believe, Tycoon and Honcho are both from Japanese.
Huh.
Yeah, Hancho makes sense. It does sound Japanese now that I think about it.
Yeah, Honcho is, an informal term. I think it comes from, something like a military term or something?
Interesting.
Like the head honcho comes from, like, Honsho, which I can't remember exactly what that means. Tycoon, I think, is one of those words that exists in Japanese that is originally from Chinese at some point. I'm gonna have to look this up, just to, like, make sure. Take in the back entrance of my old high school's Oxford English Dictionary account. It is, like, the easiest thing, because they have not changed the password in years.
That's really funny.
It's pretty great.
Shredney enables hacks.
I actually found out about this fact from one of my friends who was a couple grades below me, and was like, they still haven't changed the password for the Oxford English Dictionary account. I didn't even know they had one with the Oxford English Dictionary. But I use it to look up, like, esoteric curse words and, weird terms in, like, Middle English and,
Tragically
of course,
beautiful.
Pretty much Shredney shit then.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Tycoon. From Japanese Tycoon, Great Lord or Prince. From Chinese Ta, Great, and Gyun, which is Prince. And it was the title by which the shogun of Japan was described to foreigners.
Interesting.
Originally, back in the 1850s. And is used up into the 1880s that way, at the very least. And then it is used figuratively from about 1861 onward.
Interesting. Also, I just got a park award for having the best food in the country, which seems a little suspect to me.
And of all amusement parks, or just in general?
Well,
Out
it's
of everything.
It's out of all amusement parks, but like all we really have here is just like hamburgers and some French fries and
Really, really good hamburgers.
I guess.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm just imagining, like, friggin' Jane's theme park being on the Michelin guide with, like, 4 stars.
Oh,
just
yeah.
for having,
Oh God!
having good hamburgers.
Look at look at this coaster design that came with this download.
Yeah.
So, I accidentally reversed the colors on my, my iPad here.
Huh.
Okay, fix that. Hancho in Japanese means squad leader, and that was the original use in English. was a leader of a small group or a boss of a small group. Um, and it comes originally way back from Chinese uh, Banjiang, I think is the pronunciation. Not great with tones, which means group leader.
See,
Interesting.
I'm so much more used to Western languages going into Japanese, like loanwords, that it's interesting to see ones go the other direction.
Yeah, and most of them are from like before. Yeah, like from most of them are pretty old. Like actually, Honcho is more recent. That's from like the 1940s that it started to get borrowed after World War II,
Okay.
because it referred to a military squad leader, and it goes back to like 1917 or earlier originally. However, the Chinese version of it goes all the way back to the 1700s at least. Whereas Tycoon, as I noted, entered the lexicon before the Civil War.
Huh. Interesting. Well, yeah,
And it
because
didn't
they used
it
to
didn't
call
really
people.
become it didn't really become really popular until the video games.
Well, they used to call people
Rollercoaster Tycoon.
like
Well,
oil
yeah.
tycoons, right?
Yeah, oil tycoons, aviation tycoons.
Oh yeah.
Uh, that there's a reference here in 1926 in Time magazine to married Fred W. Fitch, 56, rich hair tonic tycoon.
That's really impressively 1800s.
Well, that was 1926. The really
Ah,
funny one
that's still
here
1800s
is
in
the
spirit.
ironic use of it in Outing magazine, as in, well, not outing in the modern sense, outing as in going out. The tycoon of the baggage car objected to handling the boat.
That's such a like incredibly rich person sentence.
Yeah, it's like,
You can just imagine the bottle of Grey Poupon in their hands, like, as they say this.
oh my.
That Evian, that TED Talk, eh?
Indeed. But yeah, here on twitch.tv/Planet Jane, you get a free linguistics lesson with every stream.
And they're
And of
more
course-
informative than real ones.
And I can also provide you the excellent benefit of leftover Chinese food ASMR.
Now there's the YouTube channel concept for you.
Just- I'm actually eating leftover Chinese food right now, so I can just eat it in the sexiest way possible, and it'll boost our numbers.
Oh
Boost
no.
our numbers, Jane.
Hey, lil mama, let me listen. Let me eat Chinese food in your ear.
Aw.
Uh,
They might get us banned from Twitch. I don't know.
Oh no, we've said worse.
TOS.
they actually do have like an ASMR slash like social eating section, but I have never been there. It's a part of Twitch I do
Well-
not interact with.
I think that you get communities like that because Twitch is kind of the spiritual successor to Justin.tv, which was the site that it spun off from originally, but then sort of absorbed.
Yeah. Sorry, I got
What
distracted
was
for a second.
Justin.tv?
It
was
was
just a general use live streaming site.
yeah.
Oh.
I remember.
It was the
Um,
parent site of Twitch,
Yeah,
but then Twitch got more popular.
and then it kind of took it over. I remember when Toonami made a comeback in like 2012. For a while, the only way to watch it reliably was a guy named Cartoons 15 or something had a Justin.tv channel, and he like would stream his TV, and that was how people would watch Toonami live. Dead Man Wonderland. There's a show I haven't thought about in a long time.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
I tried watching that a couple years ago.
It's not amazing.
I like the theme song is so goddamn cheesy, and I love it though.
It's very
Camille told me about trying to watch Dead Man Wonderland, and I have seen enough of it to know that it is the kind of show that I would hate with a fiery passion.
Unlike
so I've avoided it.
Unlike Death Note, which is your favorite show, right?
Oh yeah, the greatest.
I'm clenching my fist now, Jane.
I think I gave
Want to know what happens when I let go? Nothing, because I'm releasing my tension. Releasing.
I think
Look out, Jane. Gonna write your name down in that notebook.
Oh no. I think the thing that, like, kind of cinches Death Note as a thing I really don't like is more that I wish I liked it more and it has potential, but it's like it defines so many things that I just do not like in television shows in general.
I have heard from people that the manga is better, but I don't actually know if that's true.
I've heard that like it is better in a lot of ways, but it also has like the same kind of like low-key misogyny problems, but more so. Which is unfortunate.
Is that word pronounced with a long I? I didn't know that.
Well.
Yeah, it's like there's... Yeah, and I got that kind of... I did not watch that much of the show, but I got a little of that. But also the fact that all the characters are just kind of... All the characters that aren't L or Light are cardboard.
Yeah. I liked Death Note a lot when I was, like, a teenager.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that I don't think has aged the best.
Yeah, it's like, it is really well directed, and that's actually part of what bugs me, is like, Tetsuro Araki is an excellent director of crazy melodrama and, like, just going, balls to the wall crazy.
Hey, you know what else is a crazy melodrama that everybody should watch?
What?
Black Rock Shooter 2011.
I've been meaning to. I think I have it on my hard drive or something.
Yeah, see, well, the thing by now is that I just like to shoehorn that in whenever I can because I think it's funny.
Basically, my entire knowledge of that is that the theme is a Hatsune Miku song.
It is, yeah, the opening.
That's all I know about it.
And also, it's based on a Pixiv artist's design.
Yeah, there's like a whole franchise of Black Rock Shooter stuff, and none of it is related other than having the character in it. It's a little odd.
Yeah.
I will admit to having, like, enjoyed Death Note a lot because it was one of the first anime and manga franchises that I was actually, like, really into. But I don't fully know for certain how I would react to it if I were, like, introduced to it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of, like, in this position where I don't want to, like, shit talk it, but I don't want to necessarily say, oh, it's perfect either, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's understandable, yeah.
I am legit curious about, like, with Tetsuro Araki, I really have no interest whatsoever in Attack on Titan because I think I'd like it even less than Death Note if possible.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I'm really curious about Kurozuka.
I don't think I've heard of that
Attack
one.
on Titan is pretty well directed. It's the story and stuff that's an issue, but the action scenes are incredible.
Yeah, and that's my point, is, like, with Kurozuka, like, the story actually seems kind of interesting and it would bring out the best in him, but it's one of those shows that it's, like, literally I have seen it made, like, the joke made a few times. It's like, you know, like, with the various Tetsuo Araki shows, and Kurozuka, the one nobody has ever watched. And it's like, I actually really want to see it. Partly because then I can be contrary and say, but you haven't watched Kurozuka, and that's the good one.
You need the hipster cred.
And then, you know, the other thing is it actually looks legit, like a really good show.
Yeah, it seems to be source material issues.
Yeah, like, in the case of Kurozuka, though, like, the premise is good. It is about a man who falls in love with and becomes the slave to a vampire demon woman.
This is extremely relatable.
Yes.
Yes. For me as well.
And yeah, and apparently it is way fucked up, way gory, and really well directed. So I am on board.
Well, I like dark seinen shit, so
Yeah, like, yeah, and it's like a really fucked up romance story, and I like fucked up romance stories when they're self-aware.
I don't even know if I said that right. Seinen?
Seinen.
Okay.
Whatever genre Murcielago
One
belongs
of those
to.
things I only ever see written.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's
Me mercy. Yo, chick, she's so thirsty.
oh god. But yeah, Murcielago is Murcielago.
I like Murcielago a lot and would recommend it to almost nobody. That is how I would describe that show or that manga.
That's a lot of anime for me.
Yeah.
That's me with pickle and peanut.
Oh god.
That's kind of me with Alien 9, but I've actually recommended it to a decent number of people. Like, but only in very particular circumstances.
Hey guys, I will be right back. I have to do something real quick.
Okey doke.
Alright.
Lamborghini Mercy. Yo, chick, she's so thirsty. I'm in that 2C Lambo with your girl, she trying to jerk me.
I feel like I'm fitting in here more naturally than I felt I would.
Yeah, no, we're chill. We're chill as fuck.
But, like, also, I haven't talked on a headset in so long. But I think just getting in was the hard part. Now that I'm here, it's fine.
Understandable.
Yeah, no, we're pretty easy to roll with, I think. And that's kind of the joy of being able to do this, where we can just kind of talk, and it'll feel good. It'll feel right. Twitch.tv.
So many little people running around.
All the people.
See, if this were a Jurassic Park game, there could be dinosaurs attacking them.
Oh dear.
They're actually making one of those.
Yeah,
Oh
they're making a new, like, actually, like, well-budgeted park creation game that isn't a shitty mobile game.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining, like, for some reason now my mind is, like, straying to, like, an elaborate kidnapping plot that we can only see the littlest bit of because everyone's the size of a pinhead.
Oh my god.
We've kidnapped
Only you,
we've kidnapped your daughter, Senator.
The
What do you
perfect
do
crime.
now?
And then the senator goes on a quest to save his daughter. Are you a bad enough dude?
No. No, I am not.
Yeah, me neither. I'm a bad enough dude to.
Are you a bad enough witch to curse the president?
Are you a bad enough dude to make a pickle sandwich?
You know who's a bad enough dude with a bad enough witch to hex the president?
What?
Lana Del Rey.
What happened?
Hi, Jade.
Apparently Lana Del Rey is a bad enough witch to hex the president.
And somebody kidnapped the senator's child. I don't know. Dinosaurs were involved?
Well, I do like dinosaurs. What
I was
is
just saying that,
what is everyone's favorite dinosaur?
That is difficult, actually.
Deinonychus.
I am partial
Does a
to
dragon count?
maybe. Is
Or
it a
birds
is it
in
is
general.
is
I
it
like
a
Aquilobator.
I don't think I know what that one is.
It is a Mongolian therapsid.
Interesting.
Yeah. But, I like that one a lot.
My favorite dinosaur is a Rathalos.
I get that one.
I don't.
I don't play Monster Hunter, but I understand it. Because
Oh, I see.
It's like the cover monster for Monster Hunter.
Okay.
What is your opinion of Nargacuga?
What did you just call me?
Flipping out has broken down. You know, I got quite a nice little park going here, and I'm not even using all the land I have yet. Got like all this over here yet.
It's very woodsy.
It is. A lot of the
More
game.
so than
Pardon?
more so than last night's.
Oh yeah. Well, last night was just that custom super flat map I made for messing around with.
But yeah, you were saying?
I was saying, and I've forgotten what. It happens.
Yeah.
You ever get the feeling everybody around is tired?
Little bit.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
Oh no. Because, baby, you're a firework? Something burn? Something?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Yep.
Hey, are you sitting on the F5 key? Because that ass is refreshing.
Ah. Good times.
There's an email in my inbox here that says the subject line is just deal, and and the body text says, "I have a very lucrative deal to share with you. Regards,
dear Lord.
Mr. Lou June."
Mr. Lewd Dude.
I have
It's
a
a
very
good here.
I have a very lucrative deal to share with you. Sounds like a sample at the beginning of a breakcore song.
I actually have a related email
Make so many
anecdote.
music jokes I don't understand, but I laugh anyway.
That's
Like,
kind
you
of
know,
our
like,
MO.
something like pitched down, like from a movie. Like, I have a very lucrative deal to make with you.
That's
You know-
another one
you
for
know
the
what this
Shredney
means, right?
soundboard.
You know what this means. We're gonna have to collaborate on that.
Oh dear.
But I actually also have an email related anecdote.
Yeah.
So, over the past couple months... Oh, pardon me for a second. Lovely. Anyway. Over the past couple months, I have been getting emails addressed to one Mr. Breck, who lives in Oklahoma. And it would be one thing if I was only getting, like, some specific subset of things addressed to him, right? Like, from just one person or business. But,
Yeah, I think you mentioned this earlier, yeah.
yeah, I've been getting, like, stuff from a medical center he goes to, including, like, pretty detailed records of his visits. Something from a service that lets you rent bouncy castles, which is a thing, apparently.
Dear.
And at least one personal email. So, like, I've tried responding to all these people and being like, hey, you've got the wrong person, and none of them have called, like, been like, oh, sorry, or anything like that. And, like, my last name is Alman, which is about as far away from Breck as it's possible to get. So I don't know how this person's emails keep getting forwarded to me. It's very strange.
It is indeed. Like, bouncy castle receipts?
Like, there's this place. All of these are like this guy lives in Oklahoma, I guess, because these are all things that are in Oklahoma. But there's this business in Oklahoma. I forget the name of the town. They rent out bouncy castles for like kids' parties. So I don't know if like Mr. Breck is some old man and he like rented a bouncy castle for his grandkid's birthday or something, but it's really weird.
Wait a second. Maybe Mr. Breck was the one who bought the steakhouse.
Is that a reference to that time when my mom got
Yeah.
a bunch of receipts saying she had purchased an Outback Steakhouse in Minnesota?
Yeah,
I should tell that story too, I guess, for the benefit of anybody who didn't hear it the first time. But my mom got her identity stolen at one point, which is obviously a pretty serious thing. What's much less serious is that the person who stole it apparently decided to try to buy an Outback Steakhouse in her name.
Using their own money.
Using their own money, yes. Not any of my mom's
Let's
money.
go out back tonight.
Using
That's the best part about
no,
it. It's
I'm
like-
sorry. It wasn't an Outback. It was a Lone Star, which is even weirder. Yeah. Using my mom's name but their own money. And for a while we were like, is there any way we can somehow finesse our own Lone Star Steakhouse out of this? But the answer sadly was no.
I mean, let's be honest. If you had somehow figured out how to roll with it and just rake in the cash, then you could have, like, just used the people who were trying to use you and just made so much money off a fucking steakhouse.
Yes, definitely.
Because they were probably using it as, like, some kind of mob front.
Well, we
Let's be
think
honest.
they
Well,
were
if that
trying
was
to
the-
launder money through it, but
if that
we're
was
not
the
sure
case-
how.
Then it wouldn't be a great idea to try and turn it to your favor.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
it's we still really don't know what was up with that.
The mystery steakhouse.
Yes,
The mystery emails. They must be connected.
I mean it's very possible, I guess.
I want to believe.
And for was that the X-Files theme?
The truth is out there, Jane.
But like what was I saying? Yeah, like
Reptilians.
Bouncy
God.
Castle Steakhouse. I want to believe.
You know what? That kind of, weirdly enough, it does sort of sound like some weird conspiracy that somebody on Reddit would cook up.
Yes! Reddit is full of people who come up with the dumbest, most bizarre conspiracies.
Like some Lake City Quiet Pills nonsense.
Or the, Slipknot truthers.
That one I haven't heard of, and we're ending the stream fairly soon, so I need you to tell me it before we go.
Basically, they believe that Slipknot has a secret revolving lineup, and that if certain members are caught ill, they're replaced with other members who simply don their mask and makeup, and they have all kinds of elaborate charts to attempt to prove the truth of this.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Wild.
what else would anybody ever want to do but be a part of known, multi-billion-dollar corporation / rock and roll legends Slipknot?
How deep does it go?
I mean, it may or may not be connected.
What if all the original members aren't even alive anymore?
Yeah, that's it. That's basically where it goes, like, in some of the territory. And there's also people who, if I'm not mistaken, believe that, like, some members of the Foo Fighters died and were replaced by lookalikes.
Since they all wear masks, what if Hollywood Undead and
Oh,
Slipknot
God.
are the same people?
Oh, God. I don't even like Slipknot, and I don't want to think that ill of them.
Here's the real truth: is that any musician that wears a mask is the same people.
So it's actually the residents.
It's
So
the residents.
Mouse and Marshmallow are the same
It's
person.
the
And
residents.
Mushroomhead.
It's Marshmallow, Deadmau5, Mushroomhead, MF Doom, that guy from the '67, Buckethead,
Caroliner.
that guy who I've
Buckethead.
never heard of, the guy from British Parliament, and Kiss,
Darth-
and also,
Darth Vader and
yeah, everyone
Kylo
who
Ren and
everyone who wears a mask, they're all the same
Daft
people.
Punk.
Oh yeah, Daft Punk.
Dang.
Shout out to
Oh my-
Roulet.
So, Daft Punk, Buckethead, Caroliner, Marshmallow, and the Residents are all the same people.
Yeah.
All masked musicians is the same.
Like,
Picture of Hannibal Buress.
Yeah, what do you have to hide? Take off the mask.
Oh hey, you know what? I just realized I said like 2 hours ago that I was going to build a monorail, and I never did. Balloons.
Recently Camille got a bunch of Buckethead CDs worth of total
Yeah, I
$70
saw that.
for $150, and she said, like, that the thing that's fascinating about them is it's like somebody really taught him how to play and never taught him how to stop.
That's a great pitch for somebody who's, like, known for being weird and playing the guitar.
Yeah, that's like, it is just, he was taught how to play, but he wasn't taught how to stop.
No one can stop him now.
No one can. Don't stop me now, because I'm having a good time.
Don't stop me now, because I literally can't.
Exactly.
You know, I'm
Just
pretty
like-
proud of this little area here with the 2 big roller coasters and then the little one off to the side.
It's nice. It's quaint.
It actually kind of, like, from above, it sort of looks like it's got like a weird yin-yang symbol thing going on.
One breaks, the car goes flying off, hits another.
Oh yeah,
All of
like,
them break.
I mean, that's
Everyone
the thing.
dies.
That's the thing. You leave a park open for long enough in this game, and the rides just start breaking down constantly. So it's gonna happen eventually.
So
Oh, hey, I
inevitably,
won.
it's going to get to the point where the death toll exceeds the number of people who actually come to your park.
Entropy.
Oh, I
And-
can't fit everybody.
And we finally enter Kali Yuga.
There we go.
Does anyone have enough of a background in Hindu eschatology to know what the fuck I'm talking about?
Shredney, the reason that we keep you on the show is to provide the Hindu eschatology.
Okay, Kali Yuga is when it is the final age of the world in which everything breaks down.
Everything I know about Asian religions comes from Toho. So,
oh dear.
so
That's
Hijiri is like Jesus, I think.
That's not going to be helpful in understanding Hinduism.
Huh.
I
Well.
don't think.
Well, with that in mind, I think we are about done here for today. So thank you guys for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, goodness, I am tired. Anyway,
Go to sleep,
yes.
all of you.
If you...
I've only been awake for like 5 hours.
If any of you would like to follow the channel or subscribe to it, that would be awesome. If
Do
not...
it. If Jane gets successful enough, I might actually get some money.
Yeah, and
Shredney is nothing if not forward.
Whenever the guy in charge of approving emotes approves my emote, you will be able to use a little witch person in your Twitch chatting. Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Well, good night, folks.
Good night.
I'll leave you with the news that the hillside drop has broken down.
And everybody died at the end.